Okay, we should be live now, mayhaps. I'm seeing if the picture comes in. Okay, it does. There you can see Elina walking away. So far it's looking like the audio is coming through, so that the microphone is working. Hello. It's once again a lovely weather here in Finland. But so far it looks like everything is working accordingly, so I guess I should not touch anything at the moment when things are working. Okay, so yeah. Today we'll be doing some measurements on the plot here. So you guys are in the van inside it. The side door is open, so you're seeing it from the side door view. And here we have some woods that I axed to be a bit sharper on the one end, so that we can hopefully get them stuck on the ground here to show us some locations. So mostly we'll be doing like the width of the whole plot. It's something like 29 meters. So we'll just get an approximately that amount of like width. We'll measure it with a long measuring, like a rolly tape thing. And then from there we'll try and get the corners of the buildings. So this is approximate locations because we'll have an excavator here. So it's not like the tolerances are within centimeters. It's more like a half a meter, I guess, since you can still like change all the sewage and stuff, because they are so deep in. There's plenty of room to get the measures corrected. Elias, hello. Asking how big of a house are we getting. There we'll be having two different buildings. So the side building will be 112. So in Finnish 112 neliötä. So 112 square meters is the side building, which has a garage and then like a room for me to work in, and then like a carpentry space as well. And then the actual house will be, I think it was something like 170, 180. Yeah, 174 about. So in total around 300. So pretty much everything you see here, the sand base you're seeing here is pretty much gonna be the house. So it's gonna be a big box. But yeah, hello. How are you? But yeah, so the goal of today is to start with the measures. So I think we're trying to measure firstly to align it with the neighboring buildings, because in here it's like the building council or whatever you'd call it has made it so that everyone has to have a building 7 meters from the road. So we know that the neighboring houses are like aligned that 7 meters, so we can just take the same alignment, so we know where the buildings will be in. Yeah, plenty of work ahead. Yeah, Elias just said that homma riittää, which means that there's a lot of work ahead. So yeah, that is true. So yeah, you can see we are quite in the early phase with nothing but the previous building has been demolished. But other than that, nothing has been really done here yet. So
we do have a lovely patio.
Yeah, we have a lovely patio here, so you can see there's like some fancy furniture we already have here. So you need to have a place to have a break. That's the most important thing. But yeah, we have like long measuring stuff. I can actually take them there, so I'll show you guys. But yeah, currently it's a bit like raining a bit, so that's why I put you guys inside the van, so your view is from the side of the van. But we have like this somewhat massive. This is 60 meters, so it's more than enough. I think you're seeing it. Yep. And then we have a few of these a bit shorter, so 30 meters. So we have more than enough of these measuring tools we can use. Because the plot is 29 meters wide, so even with like a 30 meter one we should be getting it quite close. But we have this 60 meter one if we need to do like towards the end of the plot, because it's deeper than it is wide, because it's like 29 meters wide and I think it's like 43 meters deep, the plot.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think something like that. So in total it's 1,380 square meters, something around those numbers is there. Elias is asking how far are we from the city? The biggest city, I think it's like 15 minutes from here.
Yeah.
the biggest city near to us. But we have actually the services around here are really good. So there's like a swimming hall and library and different kinds of grocery stores and all that stuff really nearby. So like within 5 minutes.
It's quite an old neighborhood.
Yeah, so it's an old neighborhood. So everyone around are built in 70s. So this one had a house built in the 70s before they took it down. So it was in poor shape. So we just bought the plot after they had demolished the previous one. But yeah, I think we'll use the big one. We'll start with this. So I guess we'll go from, I don't know which, does it make a difference? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Does it make a difference if where do we start with this? I don't think it does. But yeah, I guess you can go either way. So yeah, I guess you can go with this one over there, and I'll just take this side somewhere around here. Because like I mentioned, we do have quite a lot of tolerances here, since this is for the early excavation work. I'm just waiting for Elina to stop so she can pull it a bit tight, because right now it's not. The tolerances are all over the place if it's not even close to straight. So let's see if we can get it straight or around there. And then again, I'm not sure if I should be yelling, because you guys can hear it like tenfold. So I think we're somewhere here, because it's also hard. There's only one marker survived from the edges of the borders, so where our plot starts and all that stuff. So väkkireaksi. Okay, that's apparently the volume needed to make Elina hear. So we'll try to get it. I think it's better now. I'm assuming something like here. Pitäis siihen. Yes, so let's go read the numbers. How far are we? Because it should be something like I mentioned, 29 meters or close to it, but we'll see. What's the measure? Are we close to? Okay, so it's a bit over 29, but I think it's close enough for our use here. Because I have the exact measure. It was on the border, so yeah. I think the spruce fence we have on that side is in the middle of the border. So it would need to be a bit deeper there, but it's also hard because we have this elevation with the measuring, because we're not doing it from the same height on both ends, so we are losing some or gaining some centimeters with that. So yeah, I have the detailed or the accurate measures are 29.282. So it's actually quite close. But yeah, so I guess if we're happy with this, because now we should go and check if we see from the neighbor's house to that other neighbor's corner. I think it is actually really close.
Yeah.
So we already
do good with that one stick.
Yeah, there's one last fall, I think.
Fall, yeah.
Yeah, end of the year we were here doing some measures. The plans have changed since then, so that's unfortunate. We can't use the same ones we had before, but that stick we had there is actually quite close to what we measured now. So yeah, I guess we'll just get some sticks then.
Let's stick it away now.
Yeah, stick it away. So either we take another measuring, actually we could, because I don't think there's any harm using this.
If it's still, I don't know how it's. No, it's still.
So we could measure the.
Still there.
It's there, very good. But yeah, I don't know if this will be a long stream, because actually we're making steady progress already. So yeah. We have some chocolate eggs, because last time we were asked to do some chocolate egg testings. Yeah. So yeah, if you can go to that side, and we'll measure 5 meters from there, around where it is right now. So Okay, that's already past 5. So let's go back a bit. Where do we have 5 meters? I think it's there. There it is. So it's somewhere here. Here's the 5 meter mark. Let's see if this holds up on its own. It actually might. So that would be somewhere there would be the corner of the main building, yeah. Yeah, so we could. Yeah, I think I accidentally left it there, so we can use that. No, I don't think so. So we'll just there on the 5 meter mark if you put it somewhere there.
Don't hit me. Don't throw hammer at
Don't
me.
hit me now.
I think it is there.
Yeah, I don't think it's going anywhere.
I cannot.
Yeah, we don't want to leave. You can't even take it out if you wanted to. So yeah.
There.
So that's the corner of the main building. I was actually thinking because we in the design had it so that there's like plenty of space on that side so that we can like drive a car to the backyard if we need to. But there's not that much space. Like
No, it's surprisingly.
5 meters is not that much if you when you see it live. So
But we can still, drive a car there.
yeah, you can fit in pretty much anything there, but just like that the fence we will put between us and the neighbors, we need to take that in account so that we don't want to narrow it any further. But yeah, then we have to check out the measure. How much is the house? How wide is the house is what I'm trying to say. So I'll just look that up. Because I can't remember all of the measures. I know that there's one measure I can remember is 1.8 meters between the buildings. But what was the building wide? How wide was it? Let me check. It should be here, I think. Yeah, so it's 10.99 meters, so basically 11 meters is the measure. So we can then take that one and just measure it, or basically move it. So I'll just take this. Take this and we'll just take it here and measure from the stick we had previously left. It will take 11 meters. Well, now it's 7. I'm actually not sure. There's like a somewhat of a wide angle on the camera, but I'm not sure if it's wide enough to like see. Yeah, I don't think you will be seeing the end of where we're measuring. But I'm assuming you can still hear me, even though I'm like on the outskirts of the plot. Yeah. So Elina will be bringing us a stick here. So it'll be another. So this will be the corner here. There's actually a stone there some
Oh yeah, there are stones.
so maybe.
I'm trying to get rid of them, but
There's some hammering ASMR coming. So I guess that's also there's a neighbor here. But yeah, then we'll take the 1.8 meters. I can pull the measure a bit, because then it's like 1.8 meters. Yes, I'm saying that I'm running away from her. So 1.8 meters from that previous stick. Can you hold it on the stick? And then we need something to mark it with. So I'll take a sharpened log. I guess this is sharpened firewood or something like that. But yeah, the corridor between the two buildings will also be quite a narrow one. We'll see when we start digging for like the rainwater stuff and those kind of things, that how narrow it'll actually be. There's also one question, is that with this only being 1.8 meters wide, is how close do we aim it? Because here, if the tolerances are all whack, it can actually cause some cause some interesting things. So let's hope we have it even at least close to where it should be. I'm again not sure if you can see this. Yeah, it is. I think it is an okay wide. Yeah. If it were any like narrower than the 1.8 meters, I think that would be a bit too narrow. But yeah, then we have the last building. I'll have to again check the measure.
Obviously the roofs will be.
Yeah, there will be 50 centimeters of like the overhang from the roofs. 50, so it's only like actually only 80 centimeters of like open space between the buildings. I'm trying to see the measurements for the. So it's 7.5 meters. So 7.49, but I guess with these tolerances it's 7.5. Because like even if we try to measure it to like a centimeter, we know that it wobbles from the beginning enough that there's no way we get it to where it's supposed to be. So again, can you hold the measure on the previous stick? So then I'll just measure 7.5 meters. So here's 6 and it's actually the previous marker we had is only throwing by 10 centimeters, so I don't know if we need to even change it.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I guess it's good enough. So yeah, I think that's the measures for. But now the trickier ones are to measure the like how deep do the buildings go in there. Because there we don't have the same kind of like something to align it with. So I think we need to use two measures. One to like go from that corner. Can you take it there?
What?
Can you take the measuring point to the corner? And then we'll just take another measure and measure it from the spruce. Because I know we can do like corner measures, but then we need trigonometry. And then I need to whip out something to look it up on. But yeah, now I also need to check again how deep is the building. Because I remember that like in the previous plans, both buildings were like equally deep. But in here the side building is not as deep as the main one. So this is 14.9. 14.89, so basically 14.9 meters. You should probably see me now. But yeah, yes, I'm trying to get the. Oh yeah, there's a stick here also. Let's see. It's 13 right now. 14.9 is what I said earlier. So just trying to think what would be like straight. I think something like this, perhaps. So 14.9. And then we'll take another measuring roll and see how far are we from the spruce fence. Because I'm assuming, well, no. We'll take another measure. Elina is asking what's happening. So we'll try to see that if we're like even close or within the said half a meter tolerance. Because I guess we could measure it something like halfway. Because it's also, the spruce fence might not be like completely like accurate. Yeah, we have a preview stick here too, so we could use. But yeah, can you go on the spruce fence? Let's see the measures. We can actually measure it from like multiple places, so not only just from here. So from here it would be pretty accurate 4 meters. It's like 3.9. But then if we go like halfway there,
Yeah.
what it would be there, so that we can, if it's still the same, I guess we can leave it there. If it's like a lot shorter or longer, then we need to adjust. Okay, so here it's way past 4 meters. So it's like 420, hello. Then we go from the edge of it. It was like there was a service, so you could have paid people to come in and do the measures, but for the excavation work we deemed it not necessary. So here it's also 4 and 10. So I guess we need to.
If I put it on the where this is like then this.
So it's pretty accurate 4 meters. Yeah. Because I think it's now going a bit. Wait, what side would it? Let's go measure that one more
It
time.
also depends on how deep I put it in the process.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned earlier. Elina's also saying that the measures differ based on how deep she goes on the spruce fence.
There is some salami.
There's a packet of salami there. Yeah. I think it's close enough.
Yeah.
Let's just put it there. So we just have to do the digging so that it's outside of this building. So it's here on the 90 mark. Because it was 1490, yeah, somewhere there.
This is the old one, right? The new one.
There we have it. And from here actually there's the like central heating piping coming in, so we could do the measure for that. So it's somewhere inside the building. Inside the building, I think we need to again check the plans for some measures. I'm hoping that I get chat messages. I'm not seeing any breakups on the internet connection, so I'm assuming I am. Yeah, you can even test maybe. Send in a message so I can see that it comes through. Because the phone is getting a lot, like it's raining ever so slightly, but it should not be harmed by water. I think it should be watertight. But still, if you can send in a message.
Yeah, I did.
You did? Oh yeah, testing, thank you. It did come through, so it is working. Very nice. Because the screen is reflecting quite heavily with the weather being what it is. So far we've not seen the Australians that usually come in here, so they are maybe not seeing this horrible weather. Because it seems like every time we stream it's like an awful weather. Because I think it was yesterday or the day before, we were having like heat, like yesterday I think we were like beating records for how warm it was during this time of the year, so it was extremely warm here. So now that we're streaming, it's again awful weather. But I'm also assuming you can hear me. Actually, you did check?
I didn't check it currently, but at the start, yes.
Yeah, because I'm thinking because we're quite far away. So I'm hoping that I'm just yapping to myself. Because that's another thing that would be nice to test, that whether if I go like far away from the camera and the microphone setup, whether it still picks up my voice. Because we're hoping to, like with the excavation work, I was hoping to put the camera somewhere here where it would be like undisturbed. But then if it's like, if the range is lacking. So yeah, Helena confirmed, so you can hear me. Very nice. Because yeah, I know this, like, it's mostly for the VODs and stuff. you know, so when you can go and look back on this when we're hopefully further ahead, it would still be nice to hear me. But yeah, so I was supposed to check the plans for where does the heating come in, because in Finland there's like different options for how do you want to heat your houses. Like previously I was doing firewood for my parents, so for there it's like a heating pump from the ground, so it's just circulates water and it's like deep underground, so where it's warmer. So that's one way to heat your house. And then they have the secondary way they heat is with the firewood. But in some places closer to cities you have this like central heating solution where you just get the, usually it's the same company that gets you the electricity is the one that gets you the heating then. So it's just like water, like hot water is pumped to your house, which then used to heat it up. It's also the way you get your like warm water. So that's what we'll be using here. We'll check I'm actually unsure what plan should I be checking for this. Let's see if it's in here. Not really, no. I would probably need to check what is the room diameters where it will go into, so let's take the plan for that. But there are no measures here. What is this? Where are the measures? Maybe I need to take on one that I've drawn myself, because I know that there's measures there. Yep, here we have it. So it's 2 meters like deep the room, and it's only like one end of the room. So if we take in half a meter from the wall thickness, we could go like walk it back 2 meters. But yeah, it's sunny again. I have no sunscreen, so I was not planned for this. I was not prepared. So around where it's like 30 meters. Wait, I went way too far. So here's 13 meters.
Yeah.
So this is 15. 2 meters here. I guess around there, and then we need like half a meter this way. There's some kind of pipe already there. Let's see.
Oh, can we use it?
I don't think so. I don't think we can use it. We don't know where it ends up in. Should we measure it? How accurate do we need it to be? Because half a meter from that side is barely nothing. It's hardly anything. Where was the 13 meters there? So I guess somewhere like maybe where this is here. Because again, I don't think it needs to be that accurate.
No.
Hello, Yadava Kashboy. Hello. How are you? We're doing some measurements.
Quite far away.
Yeah, you can maybe see us a bit. So we're on the edge of the plot here. So, hello there. But yeah, this is the ulterior corner of the second building. But it was raining earlier, so that's why I put you guys on the inside the van. Yeah, we should mark the one spot there, so we just hammer a stick
The old one.
somewhere here. So some hammering ASMR for you guys again.
You don't hit me.
Very nice. Afraid of me swinging the hammer like I just did. But yeah, so here we have another mark.
Like bring one of there.
I'm hoping it's like far enough. Oh, you're following. Very nice. Where are you from, if I can ask? Yadavakas boy. And can I call you? What should I call you actually? Can I call you Yada or Yadava, or do I go with the whole name? I don't mind either way. Yeah, so we're hoping to start construction here at some point, hopefully in near future. We have an excavator. I was trying to call the excavator guy earlier, but it's already Easter time here, so okay, Elina brought in some other marker for it.
And put it next to it.
Yeah, Elina's putting it next to the spot we just marked. So then we would have some more markings if we want another corner of the buildings.
Yeah.
Because for the electricity I think we need another corner.
So do we just take them.
Yeah, I think we need this corner here for the secondary building. It will be somewhere here because we can, I think, measure it from there and then just move that measurement to somewhere here. So we have two measures, one where they pretty much align. We should be close to it.
Or get it from there.
Yeah, from there and there. So if you can take this one and just take it over there.
Ah.
So I think it should be again the 14.9. Is the measure we're looking for. We are from Finland. How about you? Where are you from? So this is the lovely Finnish weather you're seeing. It has been nice weather so far, but today it apparently decided that no more of that. But yeah, it's not snowing because last Friday we were here. Was it last Friday or the Friday before that? I think it was 2 weeks from now that we were sitting here and it was lovely sunny weather, and then quite suddenly it started snowing. Oh, you're from India. Very nice.
Last time it had snowed the previous night.
Yeah. Actually, the last Friday when we were here, it was just the previous night that it had snowed.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Very nice.
So.
But yeah, then we need to, I think, get that measure from here to here. And if it's
yellow.
No, the white one. So
White one.
I'll take this one here and we'll just measure because we're doing some like approximate measures here for the house, because we don't need them to be like accurate. Don't need them to be accurate just yet. It's just for the excavation work. So we're doing like approximate measures right now. Oh yeah, I can follow you back, I don't mind. I just need to, just give me a second because I don't have my phone with me right now, so I'll just take it out. But now I need to remember it was 7.5 meters, so it's actually quite a lot that way. Where is the 7 meters? There. So it's somewhere here, and then we need to align this other one. But yeah, let's see if I can actually do it from this phone here. And go to your profile, so I'm assuming from here it should be working. Oh wait, I'm not logged on. I need to do it with my other phone. I'm hoping I can still see the chat with this phone. But yeah, I think then we would need to go hold that one because we're quite far off. Because it's like 7.5 meters, I think that's what. Ellen, can you go? Can't you go? Yes, you should go. I'm filming. Yeah, I followed you now. Hello. But yeah, so we're doing some measures. Some measures here. So it should be, I think I said that 7.5 meters. So I think somewhere around here we need to straighten that measure, but I think we're getting close. Yeah, I followed you. It should, at least I think it was you. Very nice. But yeah, so we're just hopefully getting, I think we need to do some corner to corner measures, because it will be hard to know that the measures are accurate before that. So I think we need to verify the measures. So, but yeah, I guess there's no rush. There was a neighbor came in and started asking questions, so Elina went in there to answer any and all of them. I guess I could go too, but I would need to mute you guys. But yeah, the weather the sun peaked for a very short time, but I actually don't even see where it came from, so it's extremely cloudy right now. So I'm not seeing much in terms of getting any proper weather here. But at least it's not raining or like snowing at the moment, so it's not getting any worse at least. But I'm just glad we brought in enough of these measuring tools, because with only one I don't think that we... Well, I guess you could still like hit the sticks. You just need more of those marker sticks. But I think it's easier like this with multiple measuring tools. But yeah, I think we need to check up on some of the trigonometry. So how do we go from corner to corner? So I guess one way to do it would be to just, check the measures from one corner to another and see how much they differ. So if they're like way different, then you'd know that, okay, it's not the way you should be going. But then how to make it more accurate is, I guess, the bigger question. Because even if we do the corner to corner measurements, we'd still need to know which way to move them. So I guess that's the bigger question. But there's also, I think, like 3 more sticks that we need to hammer down. So one here in this corner, then to the end of the corridor here. And then I think we don't have the end corner there either. So yeah, there's plenty of measuring still to do. But I don't know like what will happen after that. So like I mentioned earlier that this might be a shorter stream with we'll see how much more there is to do here. We did bring the chocolate eggs because we were asked to do some chocolate egg testings I think it was last Friday that we were requested that. So, oh yeah, thank you very much for the follow. Yada. So you will be seeing some Finnish construction work if you stay around here. Hopefully, we're hoping to get the excavator on the plot at the end of this month. So I think the week starting on 28th, so that's the Monday. So we're hopefully getting the excavator here, and they will be doing like the sewage pipes, and then for the electricity we'll need like some kind of, I don't know, tunnel or something like that dug up. And then where the rainwater needs to go, so there's also like plumbing for the rainwater, so it's like led to the backyard here. So that's another thing that we'll need the excavator for. But I'm hoping to stream that as well, so even though I don't think that will be like a stream with like a lot of discussion and like back and forth with the chat, but a lot of back and forth, but I guess it will be for the future. I would like to document that part as well. So yeah, can you hold that measuring tape there so I can move it? Yes, it should be. I think I mentioned earlier that it's like 7.5 meters, so it would be around there. Okay, yeah. Can you bring me something to hammer? So a stick. So let's put a marker down. I was already discussing that we need to maybe measure from corner to corner now and see how much they differ. So are we within like any sort of tolerance, or are we way off? Because there will be an interesting one. It would be around here, would it not? Because 7.5 and then 90, so something like this. I think would be where we'll go. So again, some hammering ASMR. So there we go. With the measuring, it looks like it's all Willy Wonka, but let's see. Maybe it's close enough. It's looking to me like it's not, but we'll see. But I guess it was like 7 and 10 on that side, because that stick was like a bit over. So maybe we should have taken this one a bit this way as well.
Do we do the corner to corner with this one?
Or do we do it with the yellow? Because I don't think we need the yellow anymore since we have all the sticks up there, so okay. We can do the longer one. Because I think with the main building we might even need it to be a bit longer, so we'll see. So I'll just get the longest measuring roll. But yeah, it has been said that you can tell by my accent that I'm from Finland, but I guess it depends on what sort of accents you're used to. Because I, for one, I can't really recognize accents that well. So the sound you're hearing now is me spinning the measuring tool.
Do I stay here or?
Yeah, you can be there. Elina asking which corner do we start with. So she's there. I'll just go to this corner here. I'll try to get it slightly less loose. And this one is 16.5. 16.5 meters. So then the other corner, how far off are we? Any guess? Any guesses? Because it's now 16 and 70, 75 basically. 16 and 75. So it's not like crazy off. It's not that bad, I guess. It's like 25 centimeters off, but considering that we already know that that measure there is 7.6 and this one here is 7.5, so I guess we were expecting worse. But the question is, if we fix it, what direction would it need to move? Trying to do some quick maths here. Because if that from there is 16.5, here to here is 16.75. This would need to move a bit that way. But I guess what I was assuming it would need to come like further here. But I don't know if we need to move it. I guess we're like within our tolerances. Because the only thing that is coming here is the electrical box. So I guess even with that there's like a tolerance of quite a lot. So because you put it on the outer wall, and you just don't want the cables to go in, like you don't want it to go in inside the house because you want them to be on the outside, the cable you get from the company. So I guess we're within tolerances, like well enough. It's just that it looks wrong somehow. If I look at it here, it looks like this one needs to be way to that side, like a lot that way. But we'll see. Maybe it's close enough. But I don't know what way we should even go for it if we were trying to make it better. Because what I'm thinking is that this might need to come a bit this way, and then like. Yeah, I think the spruce fence is like throwing us off a bit. But one way we could do it is like go and measure that side on the main building, and do the measures from there, and then see how big of a gap we get here, whether or not we start moving these or not. Because we can be here all day moving these back and forth. It's just that we can be here all day moving these back and forth, but we need to at some point we'll just have to accept this. So I think we should maybe now next thing to do would be to get the main building's corners. So I guess the question there is, do we take one of the measures from that stick there to somewhere here, and then another from that way there? Because we have like 3 measures right now, so we can, I think, lay out all of them. So I think this one maybe prepare it to do the corners with it. So we have 3 measures. So yeah, I guess we can. Do we put this one from that side, from close to the camera, to somewhere here? I actually have to roll it in quite a lot because I don't. Oh, there's a stone. Yeah, I don't think we can. Maybe it's not move it now. It is. I'll try to roll it in a bit. So from there, because now we have the same kind of problem that we measured that like 5 meters from around the fence, and now we'll do it like 5 meters again from around here on the fence. So we'll see. But yeah, now we need to measure for how long this, like the main building is, or like how deep. Well, I guess long is another word we could use in this occasion. I'll have to check that measure because I can't remember. The other one was 16, and was it not? Oh yeah, I think 16 something. But let's see this one. Oh yeah, it was 14.9. So this one is, yeah, this one is 16.1. If that's not lying too much. Let's see the pictures we got the license or building permit for. So yeah, it's 16.09. So basically 16 meters is this measure, 16.1. So here we have 15, and then further a bit, so we have 16 here. The ground is a lot tougher here. Guess I can lay it on its side. Yeah, so we need the measures now from the border or around the border. We can't really tell for sure where the border is. So we're just walking along here. Yeah. So something like 5 meters from the whatever would be the border there. So okay, that's way more than 5 already. There's 5 meters there. Everything is falling to pieces. So it would be around here.
Okay.
If you can come and give me a stick.
Stick.
There's gravel here, so it'll be harder to get them here. Can you, Elina, hold the yellow one so we can get it better? Just to make sure. Closer to the 16.1. So it's a bit further from what I initially placed it at. I guess somewhere around here. Let's hope there's not too many rocks underneath. There's plenty of rocks. So there we have it. Hello police. I mean frutality, sorry, I keep calling you police. The neighbor was just here asking questions. I'm glad I wasn't calling you what you are at that time. So frutality, hello. We're doing some measures here. Elina's blocking me, I think, or maybe not. But yeah, the corners you mean, or? Because only one is missing, that one there.
Yeah, but you take it there now.
Yeah, you can do that, yeah. I didn't first understand what Elina was saying. Yeah, no. So there's some like old piping here and stuff. So then this would be the last mark we're putting up, but let's see if we need to move these. Because again, the tolerances are we have quite a lot of tolerances here. Like I mentioned earlier, I think something like 0.5 meter is okay. But still it would be like better for everyone involved if it was more accurate than less accurate, let's say it like that. So it's 16.1, so somewhere like here, somewhere around here, and then I guess that one would be good, yeah. So if it's like nowhere or anywhere near the yeah, house will be winky wonky. It will be the same as the electrical work on Paukku, the caravan we made. But then now we would either measure, like we could measure 1.8 meters from there, but as we discussed earlier, we don't think that corner there is like anywhere near. So I think we'll rather go from here.
And then we can adjust this one maybe.
Yeah, so we can then do some adjustments if needed. So let's go grab this one. We can leave the wood there since we need to. So we have some firewood that I sharpened with an axe. So
Very Finnish measuring tools.
yeah, so we have like the traditional Finnish measuring tool. So sharpened firewood. Yeah, sharpened firewood. But actually I don't have the actual measure of the width of the building. I did mention it earlier, but I don't know if anyone caught it. Winky Wonky adds character. Yeah, that we can just tell that there was an architecture that drew it, because at least in Finland there's like this running joke that if you bring in an architect to make those designs for your house, you end up with a more expensive house scene. There's like no like straight angles and everything's like rounded and stuff. So it just makes like so much more complex, unnecessarily complex. So it's again 11. Isn't that what we had it earlier? 11 meters.
Yeah, true, 11.
Yeah, 10.99 or something I guess is the precise, so we can go with 11. So where is the 11 on the measure? There's 9. Where can it be? I'm getting worried, guys. So 11 meters would be here. Elina, can you hold on the other end?
Yeah.
Because 11 meters is here. So there. Guys, it's not looking good. It's here. Guys, we might have to be here for a while still. Because if 11 meters is here, I don't know if that first measure is 11 meters then. Have we goofed it at some point? I have to say I'm not really convinced about these measures now. Because where I'm standing right now would be the end of the main building, but if there's like 1.8 meters between these, it's like definitely not that much. So there's some madness involved in here. We can do some insanity points.
Are you sure it was 11?
I'm hoping I checked it correct. Let's see again.
Because the houses would not fit here.
$10.99, then 1.80, then 7.5. We can do some quick maths on whether these buildings can even fit on the plot. So 5 meters from the edge, then 11, then 1.8, and then 7.5, and then another 4 meters to the edge. That would be exact. So unfortunately I think these are the correct ones. The problem I think we have right now is that we're measuring from the edge of the plot, and those are not correct. So I don't know how do we fix that is I guess the question. How do we get them like more accurate? Because like I mentioned, the spruce fence there is like the middle of the spruce fence is like halfway of the, like that's the end of our plot.
Yeah.
So that's the hardest one, because how can you put the measuring tape in like the middle of that spruce fence? But from that side I think it should be easier, but I don't know. Still, you would need to put it somewhere, I think, middle there of that fence too. So we're between two fences here. Guys, can you help? Come and dig us up from this fence situation.
Not looking good.
So yeah, I'm not really, I'm not really confident on these measures we're doing. I was confident starting out. But again, I think the most important part is that we have the line correct. That's what I'm most confident in. Is that the first measures we put in there, those are okay. Frutality is coming, so he'll fix this thing right up. Thank you very much. But yeah, because again the tolerances are quite a lot. We have like 0.5 meter tolerance. But even with those tolerances, I'm not sure what we have here right now is even close to that. Because again, if it's like 5 meters from one neighbor, 4 meters from the other neighbor, and then we have like 1.8 meters between. Because it would be like easier if we had like 7.5 meters long stick. Because then we would just be able to lay it on there so we could see like, okay, move it a bit, move it a bit. I'm terrible at measurements though, just call me an architect. Okay, you'd make like a perfect architect then. So maybe time for a career change, unless you already are an architect, I wouldn't know. But yeah, so I think we need to start doing with these corner measures again. But I guess the first thing is that we would need to like decide on where that corner there is. Because I think that's the only one we can like get even close to correct.
Yeah, these corners are there.
Yeah, because I think from that spruce fence it's like impossible to know where the like the end of our plot is. Because you don't know how like wide or thick they are. There's no way. Okay, Elias is asking what will be like coming in finished and what will be like done by ourselves. Like asking how much of it will be done by us. So that's the answer to that is as much as possible we are hoping to do by ourselves. The excavation work, there will be like a guy with an excavator coming in doing the digging, so digging up the pipes, like stuff for the pipes. But even then we will be doing the filling, so filling those like excavated stuff. So we have, my father has this like Avant work machine that has, it's similar like a tractor, I guess. Something that like house maintenance stuff or like apartment maintenance guys usually use to like spread gravel and stuff. So it should be good for that. So we'll be doing that ourselves, and then the plan right now is to make it from EPS, like foam bricks, I guess, and they will be filled with concrete. So those bricks are like light since they are only like insulation material. So EPS is like insulation, and they will be filled with concrete. But those blocks you can like glue together. So it's like basically building from Lego blocks. So that's we're planning to do ourselves as well. Electricity, plumbing, and those kind of things. Of course, they are like licensed work. So you need to have someone that has the license to do them, so those we can't do ourselves, and I don't think we would even if we were allowed to, since we have no understanding on that side. So only the electrical and plumbing work is hopefully being outsourced, but other than that we're hoping to do ourselves. So most of it will be done by us. Well, that's the plan, but I guess most people say that that's the plan at the beginning, so we'll see if we stick to it or not. But I guess with the budget we currently have, I think we are pretty much bound to it if we are to get it ever done. So for the time being it's pretty much the only plan we have. But yeah, I guess we could maybe go and like remeasure that one, maybe even the first one. We'll see how far we decipher that being, because I think the line again is really good, but the distance from the neighbors is what's throwing us off.
True.
So I guess we can go there. Just take this one. Guess we'll take the hammer too, so as we probably need to adjust it. But yeah, the neighbor on this side where I'm currently walking on is closer to their border, so that's why we need to have 5 meters.
Wire, no. This fence or the bushes?
There would actually be one solution to get it like actually correct, would be to get it 8 meters from the outer wall of our neighbor. So that would be like the best way to measure it. But still we would need to know that it gets like accurate or not. You can go there, I guess, from that side there. I don't think they mind if you just leave it there. We'll just take an 8 meters from there, so we can see that if we are anywhere near right. Now can you put it on the ground and make sure the...
Not.
Let's see if we can get it on the ground level, so we can leave it in there for a second. Can you put it on the ground level, please? Lina is not helping. I'm crying. Let's see. Maybe we can get the measure. There's so much branches and stuff here in the way. Send help. Guess we're close there. So then we would just take the 8 meters. So somewhere here. Now, oh, it's not that good actually. Let's see if we can make it better. We can't. I cry. Okay, maybe it's there. Yep. So it's somewhere here. That would be around the 8 meters mark.
Okay. So this might be.
But I'm not sure if it still looks crazy. Because now it looks like there's no way it's like 5 meters there. I guess we can do another measure for the border. Like where would that be?
But you know, if the 5 meters is in between those bushes.
Yeah, it probably is somewhere.
It is, most likely is.
Yeah. So, because I know it's a bit more than the like the exact 8 meters.
Oh yeah, you made it.
So if you can go and do the 5 meters now from the bushes. I'm not sure if you can see me. Police is laughing at us. I can't believe this. Police, I can't believe you've done this. So now the 5 meters would be... Can you put it on the ground? Because we don't do anything with air measures. It's now there. So that would be the 5 meter mark.
So it is more the bushes. No.
It's now halfway there. But like I mentioned, it is a bit further here on this side. It's not like exact 8 meters. So I guess we're close. So it's somewhere around these parts. So between those two, I guess. But now we just have to... Guess we'd have to do some measures on like... Because we did measure the overall width to be something like 29 earlier.
Why didn't we take one from there where there is no bushes?
Yeah, we could do that. So let's do. We could actually do a measure. Can you do from the corner of the... Here. Can you take it over there with a few so that we can get it on the ground level again? Yeah, somewhere there. So very nice there on the corner. I'll just leave it here for now and check the measures. Because here is 8 meters on the ground. So we're not too far off from that.
Okay.
So I guess this marker here, the first one we made, could be quite correct. And then again, we did measure it from there to there and it was 29.
Yeah.
So it was, I think that's the closest one. The problem is we don't have the same kind of measure on that side.
Yeah.
But I guess we could do
But
with...
now we can use the 2 8s together.
Yeah, we could use these two 8 meter marks.
To get the corners right.
Yeah, that would actually should work.
Yeah.
The problem being that we should actually use the... Can we measure the difference here? Because we want it to be at the same spot as this one. How much is it? That's the 8 mark.
You know, move this one there.
The thing is again, because from the border from the neighbor's border. It's not exact 5 meters. It's like 5
Ah.
point whatever's left basically.
Yeah.
So that's why would we take the, so it's like 30 centimeters.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just take the, because we did put in here like the 8 meter mark, and then from that there were like few marks this way. Let's see if we can still find those marks. Okay, so they're here. So this is the 8 meter mark. So if we just come in here from like 30 centimeters from there to this side, it could be this one here already. But yeah, this is measuring madness. But I think we could take another measuring tool from there to here.
Yeah.
We'll just make sure the line matches. You can bring that one too. Bring it here, the white one. Or the Finnish color actually, it's white and blue. So let's see. But you can already see the amateur side of this. This madness. If you know how we are already bamboozled by our own measures. So we'll see what kind of madness happens before we're finished with this construction work. So we need to do the 30 centimeters here. And this one. It's actually this marker we already made. So it's basically this one here. I guess I could go give this to Elina. Can you hold this one on this marker here?
There.
On the stick, yep. So now we should be able to align it better. In case we have this mark in the middle here that I need to go through. Now, did anyone listen what was the length of the building? I think it was 16. But I guess I'll make sure. But yeah, now I think it's looking a lot straighter than like what was the previous marker we made. But it could be that, you know, the perception is lying. We'll see if we are any like more satisfied with this or less satisfied at the end. So yeah, it's 16 and 1. So 16.1 is the measure. So I'll just plug out this earlier one. Let's try to bury the spot as well a bit, so no one needs to know what happened here of all this madness. So it would be somewhere here. Now I'm hoping that when we start the measure from here, it will not be like crazy far. Because you know, with the previous one we had, it looked like the buildings would be basically next to each other and not have anything in between, while they should be having the 1.8 meters in between. So yeah.
Okay.
I think it's looking a lot better. So now we would need to do the measure from here to that side. We could actually measure it from, if we trust that measure there on that, like the outmost corner. But from seeing from here, I wouldn't trust it. Because if you could see what I'm seeing, like the first and the last measures from for the secondary building, they are not in line like at all. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe there was an amateur doing that stuff. I don't know. Could be. Because I would.
think they should be like in line. Are the buildings as?
They are not as deep,
Yeah.
but they still should be like if one building is here, the other one would be here. But it's not like it should be the other building is like tilted. Because what it looks like now, the wall would be tilted quite a lot actually. But yeah, now I'm regretting not paying for the for the measures. Because I don't know how many hours can we spend here. It would still make sense for us to do it ourselves. But I guess that's the goal here, to do as much as possible ourselves. But yeah, so the next step would be I think we could do like a measure from the corner, because I'm still quite confident that one there is correct. the corner of this building on that side.
Yeah. Okay.
So if we measure the corner from there and then we just get the measure from that corner, shouldn't it be like the same?
Yeah.
So I guess we could do the corners now. Let's try to get some trigonometry here. I know Nat would like it. So unfortunately Nat has not, at least, maybe lurking, but hasn't at least said anything. Because I was hoping we could get some trigonometry professional here. So now we're doing the corners to hopefully get like a measure we can use. Because corner to corner, if these buildings are like square blocks as they are, they should be the same. So here the corner measure would be, from corner to corner would be 19.6. Yeah, 19.6 is the corner to corner. So if you go from there and we measure it from there to here, we'll get the 19.6 and then we'll do measure from there and here. We have like 3 measures. Yeah, take it there on that corner there. So if we have 3 measures, I hope we get it like, because we now have, I hope at least, we now have like, don't go on that side. You're on the wrong side of that pipe. There's also some trash here. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's so many stuff that it gets caught on. I wonder if maybe the chairs are in the way too. Let's see. Oh yeah, Elina's moving them. Because now I'm unsure where do I put it here, but I guess the goal is to use the other 2 measures to make sure. So what did I say? 19.6 I guess was what I said earlier. So 19 is there. 19.6 is here. Is there anything you can put it so that it would stay there? I don't think there is. No, we need those. We need both of those measuring tools. So we can't leave that there. There's a small stick, maybe it'll work. But then I will take a measure from every direction and hopefully we'll get some numbers that make sense. Is this how the professionals do it, I wonder? Yeah, you're in the wrong stream if you're, if you're wondering that. But yeah, you need to go from that side and then we go from this side. So we like take the measures from every direction and get it where it's like intertwining. That's,
so where do I go first?
It doesn't matter really. You can go like there if you want. I'll just take the measuring. So this one and you take, yep. So now we need to again remember what was the depth of the building. 16.1 I guess. I hope I remember correctly. Let's see if I have the papers. Yeah, I have them here. Yeah, 16.1 is from there. Let's see where it would be. There's 16 is there. 16 is around there. Where's the lever? 16.1 is there. Could be like here somewhere. I guess the professionals use like lasers and stuff. And I think they have like ways to. Can you again put something in there to hold it? Is there a way to hold it there? Yep. And then we'll take the last one from that side. And if we run out of measuring tools, we need to get frugality here, bring us more. So we can take measures from the air as well. Yeah. And then the width was 11, I guess. I'll have to check. I don't trust my memory in any of these kind of work, so I think I'll again check. Yeah, so 10.99, so 11 basically. This is what we're looking after here, looking for. There's 11. Is there. Okay, so is there again something you can hold it in place with? There's some like small branches and I'm spinning them with. Let's hope they hold. Because now we have like the different measures from all the directions. So we have the, I think it's 19.7. I think 19.7 was the corner measure. So like from
19 points. Oh, 19.
From that corner to that corner. I think it was 19.7. Did anyone listen on chat? Can you confirm, Hela?
19.6.
19.6 could be. So this one would need to be on this side a bit more. You can do the corner measure again, I guess. Because you can see the 16.1 is here. So this one would need to go a bit this way. Since 11 was or is there. What?
Don't pull.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Would be something like this. So that would be, I guess, around where we, because you can see that the measures are a bit wonky. But I guess that's, we could maybe do the corner measure one more time to make sure that we're like close by. Because I'm not sure if I remember it correctly. So whether it was the 19.7, so just to make sure. I like how this guy screech. I was only half listening, but we'll confirm. Okay, that's good. We don't need to do any checkups then. No, just kidding, we'll do one to make sure. Because you know, with this, like the terrain here being the ground is not level, so it does affect the measures a bit, so there's no way we can get it like within 1 centimeter. But yeah, this is 19.6. Yeah, Elina was correct, 19.6. Okay, 19.6. So then we go to, yeah, you remember correctly, Elina remembered correctly. I was trying to bamboozle her and myself. But let's say if it's like 19.5 here, it would still be like close enough. And I guess it is around there. Because right there it's 19.5. It's here. And then if we go with this was supposed to be 11. And this was supposed to be 16 and 10. So I guess the closest we'll get is here. Did I leave the hammer somewhere here? Oh yeah, there it is. Hammer time. Okay, so this would be the corner of the main building. So now it's like 1.8 meters from this to here. So we could even maybe draw like a line, because if we have that, measure this one here, make it tight, like so that we can measure from it. Because now we have these two. I'm trying to see if it looks like a square. But I guess it more or less looks like a square, so I guess it's okay. I know you can hear the confidence in my voice when I'm saying these things. But yes, so there would be that would be the measure from. Yeah, it's actually looking decent compared to what we had it earlier. Because now we could just take like a, take this measuring roll and just take the, oh yeah, it's stuck there. Take the 1.8 meters and just draw a few lines. So if we draw like few lines on the ground, and then we know again where to get it straight.
Yep.
So if you take that from the measuring tape or roll. I guess the thing is that we would need to get it sort of aligned. But I guess so something like here. Maybe back about a bit. There's a rock and stone here.
Because we already have one there, but
Yeah, we start with that.
some.
Let's make at least one here.
Yeah.
Somewhere here. It's easier to line it. Easier to align it with a few references. So here. And now if you take it, because again I think that mark there is correct. So we'll just take it from there to. Is it that one?
Yeah.
That's the mark here, and this one here is the line. Okay, so now we need to remember the depth of the building. Guys, I keep checking. There's no way I will let this be on memory only. 14.9 is the length, I guess, of this building. So somewhere there. I think it's okay. It's looking quite good. So this one is like, again, something like 30 centimeters off. Which I guess for our tolerance would have been somewhat okay, but I guess for when we're doing the excavation work, the better. The closer we get, the better, of course. So that would be 14.9. I guess we could do the last one with the same idea, so we take the corner measure and then the two others, because I think that's the closest we can get with this, is to use the corners. And luckily we have 3 measuring rolls, so we can do the corners too. So you need all of them, so you can take the yellow. Some more hammer time ASMR for you guys. So there we have it. So again, start with the corner measure. The thing I'm contemplating is whether we move that one there, because it was like 10 centimeters off. Yeah, it's like 10 centimeters that way. There's a dog stopped watching us. Dog was on a walk but decided to stop because we were was interested at what we're doing. So I'm contemplating whether we move that or not, because it will cause issues if we don't. I think we should, yeah. So I'll come there with this. Oh yeah, the hammer I also. So if you go there.
But you need to remove it.
Oh yeah, so maybe.
So I go here.
Yeah, but I was thinking that you could have taken the line from those two.
What? Like, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, but we need to measure too, so it's a bit hard. Where do we go with this? Because we know it that we need to move it like 10 centimeters, I guess. So we can just take the 10 centimeters. I assume you can still hear me, even though I'm no longer in sight. So that's the line. But I guess we have the line if we just have it here. So maybe you can come to the closer one. So we have the measure then, because it's 7.5. Yeah, these are all in the same line. So
This one I cut this already.
it's actually really close. So it's like I mentioned, it's 10 centimeters off. So I guess we move it. I think it's on the, like I'm debating whether it's like it goes inside the tolerances, but if you are to do the corner measures, I guess we should have them all where we want them, not already on the edge of the tolerances. Guess that's there. Yeah, it's apparently starting to rain again. So then we could do this to there. So this corner to the other corner there that we just recently put up. So again we do the corner measures. I'm just thinking that maybe I should even send the measures to the chat so I could easily reference them. If this was a professional stream, we might do that. It's like fishing here. So this is, what's the measure? 17, no, it's 16. 16.8. Yeah. And then from that corner to here, there's something you need to go out above. Okay, there you go. Hello, taking cod. How are you? We're doing some amateur measurings. Trying to do from corner to corner to get them accurate, but I can already see that this corner here, we're doing some, I don't know what you call it, like verifications type of thing. I'm good. The weather could be better, but other than that, there's no complaints from me. So what did I say? 16.8, I think. Yeah, 16.8 is the corner to corner. Can you have anything there to pin it? Okay, so it's pinned. So then we need those two measures. Yeah, we need both of these. One from there and one from... So we'll try to measure it from corner to corner and then from side to side. So that we have all of the measures. You can take the... Yep. So yeah, this is we're hoping to start construction here, so that's why we're doing the measures. We have an excavator coming in hopefully within 2 weeks at the end of this month. So that's what we're doing the measures here for, so where the sewage and stuff goes. It's not like we need to do like a millimeter accuracy, but it's let's say in a half a meter tolerance, and with how we're currently putting in, I'm not confident. Oh yeah, thank you for the follow. Very nice. Thank you very much. So the length of this building is 14.9, and so actually I'm way off. But the corner to corner is again scaring me a bit. So 14.9 is here. I think we can pull out the previous one because that's nowhere near where it should be. So it's somewhere there. And then we take the width. I'll go check again that if this measure is 14.9 as it should be. Yeah, it is. It is. Just that I think it's like the perception is also like fooling you, because you should be like somewhere further away to see whether these lines are straight or not, because when you're like standing on them, it like all of these measures look like they can't be correct. And what we're doing is hardly, because what I'm worried about is this 1.8 meters. Is the corridor still 1.8 meters? Can you do like an approximate measure? So what it would look like from there? It actually is, yeah, because here is 80. But yeah, it just looks narrow, I guess, compared to everything else here. So we're doing a corner to corner measure here now from side to side. And this should be 7.5. And that one was the... So somewhere here. And then we'll move these measures a bit. So I guess the first one we had was like not all that much far off, but the corner to corner measure, what was it? 16.8, yeah.
Shall we check it again when you get it?
Yeah, we can. But it's not there, I guess. Oh yeah, it also fell down. Can't believe this happened. It depends on what it will be if I pull it straight, but now it's like 16.4. Yeah, something like 16.4, so it is somewhat off. But I'm not sure if we have any ways to make it better. Because you can already see like how much it lifts and like lowers the measuring tapes. I mean, because you know, if we had like lasers and stuff, we could have like a stick where the laser is, and then we would have like it would be measuring the air and not the elevation differences with the ground. But I guess we can get it like close enough so that when we do the digging, we can do it like outside of the house at least. We'll know that that's where it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how are you guys? Where are you from, if I can ask? That's always an interesting one since, you know, we're in Finland here.
Do you have new friends?
We have some new followers, yeah.
Oh dear.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So it would be somewhere here. You can see all of these measuring tapes falling over, you know, increasing the thrust in these measures. Somewhere here. But then I guess what we did earlier was this, where would the sewage or the central heating thing come in? I don't think that's like accurate anymore. So I guess we'll need to remeasure that.
First check the
So, corner to corner. Yeah, we can do that. So we'll do some corner verifications. We can do this one first if you keep it there. So this one is 16.4. So you can see it's like deep but not that wide, the building. Yeah, this one is 16.8, so there is quite a difference between the two. But yeah, I can't actually tell from like eyesight what way you would need to move to. Because obviously you'd need to, like this corner would need to come that way a bit for this distance to decrease. But from my eyes it looks like close enough. So I guess one thing would still be to measure that. So it's like 80 centimeters from that side, something like that, this way. And then 2 meters, like, yeah, something like 2 meters from that way.
So AC is there.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2 meters from the end of this place. Can you hold it? So, need to, yep, 2 meters around. So yeah, so it's actually not that bad. It's only like a few, like 20 centimeters or so.
Yeah.
Off. Where's the hammer? There. We'll do some hammering again.
You wouldn't have been this one either.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been. Although the risk that it has if it's like too close to the neighbors that goes inside the walls because you know the outer walls are quite thick.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I guess that's all for the measures.
Yeah. That's the best we could get.
That's as far as we could get it. So yeah, chat, how did we go? How did we do? What grade would you give us? I know the confidence was probably something you're not used to. So I understand if you had to minus a few points from that. From the leaking confidence we had on these measures we just did.
We achieved the amateur level.
I think we achieved the amateur level, yeah. I was just asking about that. But yeah, that would be the, because you know with the, you can actually see especially here that the elevation differs quite a lot. So there's no way we can do like any better job with the tools we have. If we had like ordered the people to come in, I don't know how they would have done it, but I assume with like GPS or something like that. But yeah, they will come and do those measures after the excavator has done their job here. So don't worry, these won't be the measures we'll start building off.
No.
So luckily there will be some professional at that time. That's from the like where we got the building permit. They will come in and show us the place where we are allowed to build then. But yeah, I guess we had from the last week's stream we were asked to do some chocolate egg tastings and stuff, so there's time for that now.
I don't think we were asked, but we...
I think we were asked.
Oh, we were asked.
Yeah, Elina is trying to say that we weren't, but it was Nat that asked us to do it.
Ah, okay.
Or so I say at least. I think it was. But yeah, we have a few chairs again. Pull up a chair, let's see how wet they are. They actually are quite wet. Do we have paper? Because you know it has been like, not like raining, but there has been a small drizzle. Let's dry these up a bit. So it doesn't look like we just, you know, wet ourselves. Elina asked, I think if we would come closer, I think we can. There's plenty of space. So, and it doesn't really matter where we sit because you know it's raining everywhere. So we can come there. I think that's okay. But yeah, I think I had a water bottle with me here as well.
Yeah,
So there's some.
Can you open my...
Elina's asking me to open her thermostat bottle.
No, no need.
Oh, she did it.
I did
Strong, independent woman activated.
very much. The moment I asked you to do it,
Yeah.
it activated.
Oh wait, can I check the camera if you guys can see us? I'm coming close. At least one chair is shown. I'm blocking the other, so I assume you can see both of us here. So yeah, this is the... I think we have had like a few streams already that end with us just sitting on our lawn chairs. So there's nothing new here. Nothing new under the sun. But yeah, there's also the Gulp ASMR coming. But yeah, I think we hit our follower goal. Very nice. Thank you very much, guys.
Oh!
So there's 30 of you guys now.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
So we're nearing the... I think it's 50 that is needed for the affiliate and, you know, stuff to be opened. Stuff like VIP and what else? At least that I know. And then like with affiliate there's like emotes and stuff, so all sorts of stuff.
I have to put my sack on the floor, on the ground. There.
And I brought us a table.
Yes, this is a table.
A bit on the short one, but
Yeah, this is like a more Asian style.
trying not to blow my nose like extremely hard, because I watched back a VOD some time ago where I tried like how hard does it sound, like it can't be that bad, and it absolutely sounded like I shot it myself, so definitely not doing that again. But there you guys are getting the gulp ASMR with me drinking, because that apparently is not too bad. Although I have not like checked it myself, so I don't know, it could be that it's even worse. Can you hear it? But yeah, I think I bought 3 different chocolate eggs.
You need to go and show.
Yeah, I need to show you guys each one. It's again raining slightly. Elina also bought mammy.
I bought mammy.
So those that don't know, let's see if there's like English one. No, there's no. Nothing in English in this one. So
And
you guys,
actually, I don't know if
I don't know if there's a word for it in English, but there's like only in Finnish and Swedish. So, but I don't know if that does anything to you if I read the Swedish ingredients. But yeah, mammy is like this rye-based,
yeah.
like a thing that Finns eat during the Easter. Then Elina has some vanilla sauce. So
I don't have a
vanilla
scissors,
sauce.
but I
Can't you?
just, oh, it is a no.
Oh yeah, you meant for the.
No.
Okay. Let's not touch her stuff. But yeah, I bought 3 eggs. One of them is. I'll come and show you. This is the smallest one. We start with the smallest one. You know, guys, it's an average. It's an average egg.
Average Finnish egg.
It's an average Finnish egg. I think it's the size of a Kinder. If you guys have Kinder eggs, I think this is the size, the same size as them. We did have Kinder there as well, but I think everyone has them, so I didn't get one of those.
The size of a normal egg.
The text on it is like absolutely murdered with how the foil has been wrapped. So there's hardly anything show it. But it's from like this, like children books,
Yeah.
like a guy that has written a lot of like Finnish
well known
children.
in Finland.
Yeah, very well known Finnish.
He's in every, most well-paid writer.
Oh yeah, Elina's saying that it's like
Has been for
best
years.
best like selling and well paid writers in Finland. And then they like he has the character he has made has this chocolate egg. But yeah, it's like animal characters.
I only have 1 spoon because I'm not sharing my mammy with you.
Okay, Elina said that she only brought 1 spoon because she's not sharing the mammy.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting any. But then again, I'm not sharing any of these chocolate eggs, so got you there. It's looking as good as ever. You have to show the chat, you have to show the camera what it looks like. Because mammy is known to be looking absolute delicacy.
It's a looker, yes.
It definitely is a looker. So you need to go and show it.
Actually tasted, this is one that has not had any added sugar.
So instead of saying this mammy she bought has no added sugar. So
Yeah.
first time trying that one.
Yeah, it is only the process that, in which the enzymes break down the, I don't know, is it the starch or something?
So it's like
sugar.
naturally sugary with
Yeah.
how the process is, how the rye is processed.
I tried to look up the process name in English.
Oh,
but
if there's okay.
like Wikipedia didn't know.
So there's no word for the process.
There is the
So it's absolutely delicious.
delicious.
It looks like, something from the other end.
Yeah.
That's I guess
That's actually quite close, yeah.
So you don't know if it's coming from if it's coming out or if it's going in.
Oh, that is like Kinder.
Actually, this is definitely like Kinder. I can show you guys now that it's open. There's like a surprise in it too. Surprise, surprise! Can I show it? I don't want to drop it. It's so dark. Can you guys see? I think you can.
Oh, I think that's close, yeah.
So far it's looking like a Kinder egg, and I'm actually tasting it. It's also tasting
Yeah,
like one.
it's-
It's taking a sniff.
Oh, that's so good.
But yeah, nothing new under the sun with this one. Unfortunately, Finns had not innovated here.
Yeah. I think I need to use all of this because there is no way I can close. So I'll be slurping vanilla sauce.
Yeah, Elina will drink the rest of the vanilla sauce.
Yeah. I just need to use a lot of vanilla sauce.
There's some surprise in here.
Oh, you promised I can get the surprises.
Yeah, Elina
But
wants
you
this.
can open them if you want.
Let's see if I can open them one-handed without dropping the other half of the egg. But yeah, this is the requested chocolate egg tastings. The variety and the amount they had at the shop was a lot less than like a few weeks ago. So since it's already like Easter today, I think most have already been sold
I kind of like
in
this.
ahead of time.
This is not as sweet.
I was told I'm not allowed.
Oh,
There's a eraser here, I think. It's like a dog character from the. But I think it's like it feels like an eraser, like when you use a pencil, you make mistakes.
That's very good for you.
But I don't make mistakes.
So much pencils.
It's again, the lighting is not doing any favors, so you can't really see it. Maybe if I bring you outside at some point, maybe now. Let's see if I can take you guys outside a bit. If there's more light here. So this is what we're working with here. This is the absolute surprise we got. I think Kinder does it better, to be honest. I don't know. I can't be sure, but I think they do it better. Let's see, where were we, guys? Earlier. Trying to make it so that you're still seeing what you were seeing before. But yeah, you got the eraser. Amazing.
Very nice.
I'll put the rest of the chocolate egg indoors so that I have, because I have more to taste.
Oh, no, I'm not going to eat it.
I will do some testings, because if I eat too much of the one, it messes up the flavor for the others. So then there's a Moomin egg. Hello Yara, welcome back. We're doing some chocolate egg tasting. So here we have a Moomin egg. Again, I don't think you can see much, so I'll take you out a bit. So you can see Moomin characters on the outside of it. It's also larger, like a lot bigger than what was before. So you can see
I'm eating some mammy with
Elina's eating the mammy with vanilla sauce.
vanilla sauce, yeah.
With vegan vanilla sauce, so it's oat based.
Yeah. This is okay.
Let's open the Moomin one. I'll put you guys back again inside the van. Since, well, it's not raining at the moment, but it could. I have already followed you back.
Yeah, it is a little bit raining.
Yeah, there's a bit of a dribble. On Twitch, I mean.
Yeah, I don't think Twitch will.
So. But yeah, let's carefully open it.
Very good content.
Yeah, this is the quality content.
I need to put more because I need to use this all.
Very nice. Going crazy with the vanilla sauce, but you can see it's quite a large one. This one again, like most of these, are hollow. Also, Fat Uncle Jones, hello, good afternoon. Oh yeah, I can't go to Instagram right now, I'll do it later. Citronelli, hello. We're getting all the chatters here now. So this is the highly anticipated chocolate tasting end of the stream.
Yeah.
We're getting all the people in here. I guess I can lift the. There's again some kind of surprise or toy inside. It's a see-through one. I can show you the. Again, I don't know if you can see much, but it's plain chocolate this time. There's some kind of surprise here too. Although I have to say, with the size of this capsule and what looks to be inside it, I'm not impressed yet. Because it looks like it's extremely small on the inside.
Yeah. I think it is a Moomin character.
Yeah, it's probably some kind of Moomin character, but let's see the surprise first. Yeah, it's in a plastic bag and it's extremely small, but yeah, I think it's Moomin.
Yeah, it is the Moomin.
Like the main character dude. Can we open this? It's like.
Is it a Moomin troll or?
Yeah, I think Moomin troll or something. Although I'm not sure if it's in. Plant all the plastic toys under your house to make sure it will be haunted. Yeah, we can we'll make a burial ground for them. But I don't know, I think we need tools to open it, but I can show you guys already. It's inside the plastic prison right now, but let's take you guys into the light a bit. So it's inside the plastic prison, but it's a Moomin troll, Muuminpeikko. Muumipeikko in Finnish. Yeah, Citroen just said Moomin troll, yeah, I think that's the English. The closest thing in English. But yeah, another toy. I think these are lacking in both creativity and
That's true.
I think as a child I don't think I would have been much impressed with these, seeing that you hardly can do anything with them. But because I remember that in like kinder stuff they had like stuff you would have to actually like assemble and stuff. So
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
but yeah, let's taste the chocolate too.
Which one is better?
This is like I would say a bit boring.
Okay.
Reminds
So
me of
this is
like
chocolate.
it is chocolate. It's like okay chocolate.
Yeah.
But I do prefer the Kinder kind. So the one with like white chocolate and milk chocolate.
So Maurikunnas was better.
Yeah, this for all the Finns out there, you know the like the Christmas calendar chocolate. This is exactly that. So really nothing to write home about. And then we have the last one, because I did promise three different.
It is your favorite.
This one is the
Going to eat it all.
this one is my favorite here. It's a Mignon.
So
Let me bite through it.
there.
So I will show you the packaging. This is like a Mignon egg. I think you can maybe see it. Sorry, I smacked you guys. So it's like a fancy one, and it has this like it's a chicken egg, basically. And also like actually, because if you can then see the actual chocolate egg, this is an actual egg, like a chicken's egg. They have pierced the bottom and like drained the egg out of it. They have then washed the egg, like the egg shell, and filled it with nougat.
What was the year this?
It was something like 1800 or something, like end of
Yeah.
1800 was the year they started making these.
I want to check. Little mummy is free.
Okay, mummies, we can show it to the camera then. Yeah, the surprise inside Mignon is diabetes. Because it's like actual nougat filled. It's not like hollow as you have seen the previous ones. So this one is like filled to the brim with nougat. Have you seen what they have done with the Moomins? They are all 3D now. The older cartoon version went hard. I think I might seen like glimpses of those newer ones. But I've also I heard they have like done the voiceovers again, which to me was like disappointing because I also like remember the older ones. And I do agree with that, they went hard. They were like
1896.
1896 is when they started making these Mignon eggs. So we just need to crack some eggs here, I guess. I don't know what should I crack it on, because you know it's an actual egg. So you need to crack it. You can see the shell splintering everywhere. So I will again show you guys. I don't know where do I put this shell in. Basically I guess you could leave it here since you know it's a thing that nature will handle for you. But you can see I cracked the egg, so there's like nougat showing. So these things I usually take a paper to eat them because they melt in your fingers quite heavily. I think we have some paper here. So I'm not a fan of chocolate melting on my fingers. And not nougat either. Oh wait, I forgot the paper. Yoink. So then I'll just peel it. There's the one end of it and some parts of it. Let's see how, actually I did a good job, it's in only like 3 parts. So here's the eggshells and here's the complete egg. Eggshells are good for plants, so we could maybe leave them. There's the sticker, I think we need to take the sticker out. I don't think that's any good for plants.
Yeah.
But I think other than that, I don't think there's any harm leaving the shells here. So let's remove the Fatser sticker from it. There we go.
There's so much vanilla sauce.
Elina is struggling with all the vanilla sauce she brought with her. But yeah, now we have the hole. Oh wait, there's some eggshells still on it. I didn't do as good job as I lied, guys. I lied. Let's drop the eggshells. But yeah, biting into this thing is I would say an experience. Because as I said, it's like all the way through this. It's not hollow. So you can just bite into it. And you can leave your teeth marks in it. I personally prefer to eat them a bit cold, so like they are now. It's also easier to peel them. Peel them when it's a bit chilly. So back home, if I ever buy these or when I buy these, I usually have them in the fridge, because then it's easier to peel them. Because you can just roll on the table and they just get in 2 pieces. So that's the way to do it, I guess. I was thinking, because I was planning on maybe sending some candy to Australia for a random streamer at some point. We'll see if that ever happens. But if that happens, I was thinking if sending these, but I know that like the Australian customs are quite strict. So sending something in like an actual eggshell might not be allowed, because there's like, well, in here there's no risk of salmonella, because like I mentioned, they do wash them good. But the Australian customs might not be like, yeah, we trust. They might be like, we don't trust. So I don't know if we can send these, but I guess like any other candy should be fine.
Yeah, with all the bird flu going on.
Yeah, there's like bird flu and stuff going on around the world too. So I guess sending these would be just asking for trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's the stuff for the chocolate egg tastings. If you have any, also Elina just ate the mammy.
And the vanilla sauce.
Did she eat all the vanilla sauce? I guess is the question.
I think I would still prefer it with whipped cream. Or no whipped cream, but cream.
Yeah, there's like 2 ways to eat mammy, the stuff Elina's eating. It's either with cream or then the vanilla sauce. I think the vanilla sauce is a newer thing, because I think like in the past it has mostly been only like cream. I guess with like, if you think about like long, like history-wise, back far enough, I don't think they had like vanilla cream here in Finland. So
no.
It only makes sense it's a newer thing.
Yeah. Or then this vanilla sauce just wasn't that.
Yeah, it could be that because it's like vegan vanilla sauce. So it's probably because it's vegan. Elina's trying to defend the vegan stuff, but I know. Oh yeah, chicken shells also contain a lot of calcium. So if a person has calcium deficiency, you can grind the shells and eat the powder, folk medicine. Yeah, that sounds like a thing you could definitely. I'm curious on how would you know if you had a calcium deficiency? What would be like a telling sign of it? Is it like nails, or where would you need it?
I don't actually know.
Because I don't know if like what would be the symptoms, or like how would you try and identify it yourself. But yeah, of course, like that would be a good solution if you would know that you have a need for it. Lack of bones, yeah, brutality. I think lack of bones is like a telling sign. So if you ever wake up with a bone missing, you know what to do now. Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, that's a good tip, I would say, because compared to like getting like calcium pills and stuff, like depends on what they cost, but still like you probably have eggs around somewhere, so you might as well use the shells of them. Teeth and nails are softer and irritable. Okay, yeah. I was thinking nails too. Actually, my nails are quite soft, so that's why I cut them short, because they get irritated quite easy. So maybe I need to start grinding up those eggshells, see if that makes a difference, see if that helps. But yeah, that makes sense. Very nice. But yeah, if you have any questions on the Easter stuff, neither of us are like religious, so for us Easter is mostly like just like national-wide. Like a few days off, since we have like in Finland we have the Friday off because it's like Easter Friday, and then we have the Monday off, so it's like Easter Monday. So both of those are like national holidays, like days off. Depends of course on like what profession you are in. So for example, I know that like stores are still open, some restaurants are still open. Like most, I guess, like service workers are still working, but even then I guess they get like paid extra because of like having to work on like a holiday.
But yeah, I think in Finland in general, Easter isn't that religious.
Yeah, I was just saying that in Finland I don't think Easter is that what's religious here anyway, like anymore. I don't know when it has been or like at what. I think in like Orthodox people maybe have it more so, because most of us are Catholic, not Catholic but Protestant, I think.
Protestant,
Yeah. So the middle part, I think they're Lutheran maybe. I don't know, could be. Yeah, because it's Luterilainen in Finnish. The church, like the Christianity. That's the most common here.
Yeah.
But yeah, neither of us are religious, so for us it's mostly like any other day. Because for me, I only work 4 days a week, so I'm off on Fridays anyway. So for me, it's like any other Friday. But then again, Monday, of course, is a national holiday for me too. So that much I'd also get. But yeah, what are you guys up to? I see we have been live for like 2 hours. I think it was around 2 hours that I assumed that we'd be live for. So Frutality is saying Easter is about holidays and hot cross buns here too. Hot cross buns, I've never heard of those. What are those? I need to look that up.
Here it's all about chocolate eggs.
Yeah, mostly here it's mostly about chocolate eggs and mammy. Uncle Jones is asking, you get Mondays off as well. Yeah, on Easter. So the Easter one is like Friday and Monday is it depends on like where it is, because it differs, like it's a different day. Like it's sometimes in April, sometimes it's in March, but it's like a certain amount of weeks from a certain like previous happening of like religious stuff. So wherever that is, it's always like the Friday and Monday off both. Yeah. But for me, like I work only on 4 days a week, so I only work for Mondays to Thursdays on like any normal week. But for everyone in Finland, you get the Friday and Monday off on the Easter. And then there's like some other like national-wide days off coming. I think the Helatorstai, which I don't know what's that in English. It's like a Thursday again related to religious stuff. It's coming in some like May, end of May or middle of May, something like that.
And is it like those who cannot take the days off around Christmas, they have like extra pay?
Yeah, I think any professional in us was asking if you get like extra pay if you have to work during those. Yeah, so that's what I said earlier, that for like service jobs, because in Finland mostly people get paid extra if they work on Sundays. Not everyone, but I think most professions have it so that if you have to work on Sundays, you get a bit more, like 50% or something like that, like a pay increase. Could be double as well. It depends on, I guess, on the contract. So that again, if you have like a national holiday and still have to work, so if you have like shifts given to you, you still get like extra pay, as it was like a Sunday, basically. Another thing in Finland, their buns pretty close to fruit toast in how they taste, has raisins in them too. That's the what was it? Trying to find the hot cross buns. Yeah, that's the hot cross buns. Buns pretty close to fruit toast in how they taste. I don't think we have like buns, like we have like raisin buns, like pulla with rusina pulla. So I guess it could be similar to that. So it is sweet, I guess, because that's what like buns are here mostly.
Yeah.
In like Easter time, you have like sweet buns. So I guess it could be similar, like what we have here as well. But I don't know, fruit toast. I don't think that makes like. I've never heard of those. I don't think we ever have it. Like I don't think toast is that common in Finland.
No,
it's like
only the basic toast.
Yeah, it's like the basic toast, and even then it's mostly like with ham and cheese and stuff like that. So not like those peanut butter jelly type of things. So I don't think hardly anyone does that here. But even fruit toast sounds like a exotic thing.
Yeah.
Like a sweet toast is something that we've never had. So toast here is mostly like I think the same as in Germany, it's like a lunch type of thing. So you eat a lot of bread for like lunch. But here I think.
Yeah. It's not even very common, breakfasting around here to eat toast.
Yeah, I don't think people eat toast here that much. Like I know that every hotel here, like in everywhere else, I guess has the bacon and eggs and toast type of thing, like the sort of like the English breakfast. It's basically cinnamon and raisins, I think. So yeah, that sounds a lot like our buns here. Because if you Google korvapuusti, I will type it for you. So
Korvapuusti doesn't have
it hasn't got
raisins.
raisins, but I think otherwise it's similar.
Usually those braided.
So it's like a
buns
braided
or
bun that has the raisins in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, korvapuusti is like one of those things that
Cinnamon
like tied up
rolls,
with cinnamon. I think cinnamon roll, I think, is actually.
It's quite close, but it is not like the shape is not the
Yeah,
same.
the shape is not the same, but otherwise, yeah,
But
korvapuusti.
otherwise
I hope I
it's
typed it right. I think I did. But yeah, you can see this thing is somewhat hard to eat. How it's thick and all the way through. But yeah, this mignon egg is the absolute goal, like the highlight of Easter for me. Yeah, cinnamon roll. Yeah, that's what I was assuming. Yeah, I think in Finland you just like knot it differently than what I think cinnamon roll usually is like.
Yeah, we roll it, but we cut it differently.
Yeah, so it's rolled and cut.
And then push the center in, so it becomes like a weird shape.
Yeah, Elina is describing the motions it requires to make them. So it comes in. Yeah, you poke them and they come in perfect.
Yeah.
We were actually discussing because another Australian, I know Frugality probably was there also, but another Australian is asking us to make a cooking stream.
Yeah.
And we discussed that we could make like Karelian pies. Neither of us have ever made them, but both of us have like ancestors from Karelia, so it should be in our blood.
Yeah,
It would be
blood.
again a match stream trying to make those, but it would be on brand, I guess, to have them. So I guess that would be nice.
And it is something that many feel very passionate
Yeah,
about. That
it's
it needs to be look right.
Yeah, so what Elina is saying that there's a lot of passionate Finns about what it like looks like, how you should be making them. So we might have some like army of haters coming in with our amateur.
Karelian grandmas.
Yeah, some Karelian grandmas will come for us when we do those. Oh, yeah, it's a funky shape. Yeah, I think it's like a different shape to what you're used to probably there. Yeah. Okay, so do I. Does that mean that, wait, Uncle Jones, are you from Australia then, or would you also like the Karelian stuff? What was this related to? I've been yapping so much that I'm not sure. Because there's also a delay. There's like a 3-second delay. So whenever you type a message, there's no way for me to see it like within 3 seconds. Because that's the delay you will be getting from this. So whenever I see an answer to a message, you'll get it 3 seconds later at the earliest, depending on if there's like any other delay. So pardon my confusion with how much I talk. But yeah, you also, the color for Frugality and Uncle Jones is same for me, so I might mix you up a bit. Apologies in advance already for that. And also you have these like underlines on your names too, so. Oh, Karelian roots, yeah. Yeah, for us I think we just did the math and like both of us have like 25%.
Yeah.
Karelian roots. Because like for me, my mother's side, both of her parents had like 50%. Yeah. So it's like 25% total for me.
Yeah, and for me it was my paternal grandfather.
Yeah, so for Elina it's
100% Karelian.
Father's side there's one like 100% Karelian one. But yeah, in Finland the history for the Karelian stuff is that since we lost the area to Soviet Union back then, the Karelian people had to evacuate and they spread around Finland. So I think most Finnish people have, if you like look back long enough, yeah. I think most everyone here has some Karelian roots.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, so I think it's more common than not.
Yeah.
Since they had to be spread around Finland, with the amount of people couldn't fit into like a single city, so they were spread around quite evenly, I guess. So most everyone here has some background to there. It could be that you don't know about it, but if you did some digging, you probably would find some.
We are all related.
Yeah, so Finnish people are mostly related, not just kidding, not that hard. I think there's some like cities or like villages and stuff where they are like extremely like Alabama. Yeah. The meme of having like relatives around you. So because I know there's like an area in Finland where there's like an increased amount of like, is it schizophrenia or something like that? Some like
there are
different mental illnesses that are like, there's more of them in certain areas, and that's because like the genes are so like similar there because of like the area being so isolated.
I think there are also like were there like 2 or 3 genetic diseases in Finland that are no,
Aliens
only
take,
in Finland.
yeah, aliens
They
take
are
that there's
they
like
need
a
to be
few different.
inherited from both
Yeah, so
parents.
there's apparently some only Finnish like genetical diseases that you only,
Yeah.
if you have from both sides, you'd get them. So that's something that's only in Finland too. I don't know about those, but probably.
Sallan tauti is.
So there's places
Yeah,
that got
they
the
usually have
names.
like place name
Yeah,
and
yeah. So the diseases
disease,
are
like a syndrome or
diseases are
something.
linked to the places they are most common in.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
you can see I'm munching on this mignon egg
Grunts.
while I discarded the others. So I will eat the others too, of course, but I will enjoy the best ones first.
That's not how you should do it.
I think it is. It depends, I guess, on what you're eating. But if you eat the not so nice first and you get full, then the good one doesn't taste as good because you're already full. So
Yeah, that's yeah. But if you
so there's a logic.
little by little eat it, then you eat like the bad stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I can see the like there's you can argument on either side whether you should start with the good stuff or save the good stuff for later.
Yeah.
I can see that there's like arguments on either way can be made. But yeah, it's again for frugality. You can see the weather is again has blessed us. It's raining.
I don't know if the camera will pick it up because this is
Yeah,
like
it's like a light rain, like
yeah.
like an almost like a mist like thing.
Yeah.
So it's
It
not
is.
like really like pouring, but it's like misty. That's why I put you guys inside the van. So for those that have access to my Instagram, I put a story in there that shows you what you're looking out from.
Yeah.
So you're on the side door of the van currently, because I didn't want to take the risk of you guys getting wet. I don't know if this like this small drizzle or what you call it, like this mist type of thing, would have like gone through the bag. I don't think it would have, but then again, we've been here for 2 hours now.
Yeah.
So it might have been like at some point enough of it has gone through it, so I'll go on it to get through it, but we'll see.
And this works perfectly fine, so
Yeah, I think the setup so far has been working. It depends on like in the future, because we might have to do so that the van might have to move, we might have to go pick up stuff or something. So in the future, I think I need to look up something to, like some solution to have a rain cover or something on you. So I'll need to check that out. Because one thing I guess would be to just put the whole, like the computer thing inside a bag. Because I think the camera itself is somewhat waterproof. So I don't
imagine so. Yeah.
The only thing that's not waterproof on you guys right there is the charging port where the cable goes in. But it also has like a lid on top, so I think it's mostly like water resistant at least. So I think it would still be okay.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Because that is like GoPro.
Yeah, it's GoPro level, even though it's like a DJI. But I think it was like water resistant, and I think like only if you open it, like it's opened now on the side, so that's the only weak spot now. But yeah, thank you for keeping us dry. No worries. Yeah, I will keep you dry, guys. The only thing I'm not keeping dry is myself. With how we're always outside in the rain.
This doesn't feel that bad. Actually,
Yeah, but with the amount of it's like the misty type of drizzle, it doesn't feel like it's raining.
No.
Like I don't feel like if I were in like an actual rain, because then like your hair is wet and stuff. I don't think my hair is wet. Only if I like rake through it, I will put the water in it. So that's how you get it wet. But I think if I didn't do that, it would be okay. Yeah, also, thank you for the follow. I have it lurker friendly, so I don't call out people, but you've been in the chat, so thank you for the follow, Uncle Jones. Is it okay if I call you Uncle Jones? Because I don't want to call you fat. I'm the only fat one around here. And then goes for another bite of mignon. But yeah, we're thinking on the cooking stream that it could be on Monday. So when we would be doing the Caribbean pies. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. Uncle Jones is fine. That's good. No added adjectives needed. That is at least until we have another Uncle Jones in the chat. Then we need to start, differentiating whether if we have a thin Uncle Jones join in, then we're in trouble. But yeah, so I think Monday I was thinking around the same time, but then I realized that there's another Australian streamer that we'd probably want to watch. So I think we need to start earlier if we are to do it on Monday. So right now it is, actually you can see it on the top left corner there. I think it should be there. You can see what time it is right now. So it's 2 p.m. Is it 2 p.m.? Yeah, I think it's p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. Yeah, so it's 14:16 here. And I think we would need to start around at least like 11, maybe 10. So like 3,
10 might be.
yeah, 10 I think would be like better. So if like Natalie C starts at 1 p.m. our time, we would want to start earlier than that. So I think maybe like 3 hours would be enough for the Karelian pie stuff. So I think around 10. So is it 10 a.m. then, I guess? Yeah, 10 a.m.
10
a.m. and
is
p.m.
here.
stuff like confuses me a lot because I usually use military time. Like everything I have is in like digital clock.
Yeah, that's how we have been taught to use.
Yeah, that's what I was first learning. So then we're gonna sauna it out, good old-fashioned endurance, and the winner gets to be called Uncle Jones. Yeah, and I think being a like larger one, actually I don't know, would that be a good thing? I don't think it has. Yeah, in sauna, would it be better to be a thin guy or a
Does it
thick guy?
insulate you or
Yeah, would it be like an insulation if you had like like a wider body? The volume would it like make it easier? Because I know, for example, if you think about like mammals and stuff, like bears, for example, the larger the bear, the higher it can go. Like in like the colder climates, it's better like accustomed to. So maybe it would be better to be a thicker boy
But I would
for
imagine,
sauna.
you know, at least in running, if you are like smaller, you have more proportionately more skin.
Yeah, Elina's
And it
thinking
is
that you could
sweats
sweat more. Yeah,
so
sweat more
it keeps you
compared to
cool.
the volume. So that could also be a thing. So
Yeah.
maybe being a thin one would be better for
Small and
sauna
thin.
endurance. Yeah, we need to hash this out once we get the thin Uncle Jones here.
Yeah.
Hopefully the sauna will be built back then, so we have a place to do this.
We need to start with the sauna.
Yeah, we need to start with the sauna to be prepared for the thin Uncle Jones joining in. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, but actually I know there's like tents you can prop up. Like in the army you have like sauna tents and stuff, but I know like even like I don't know how do you say it, like normal people not in army can buy those. So you can have like this like a larger tent with the kiosk or a heater in the middle.
Yeah.
So you could like in emergency you could like prop up a emergency sauna. if
emergency.
army saunas are sad, yeah, that is true. But still like it would be the emergency type if we were not done with ours. So we could just prop up a tent sauna.
Need to call the emergency service and ask for sauna.
Yeah, emergency service for the emergency sauna. Yeah, they're there for the morale boost. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't know if like anyone would actually use them like outside of army. Maybe if you were like hiking or something. But even then, like who would hike with them? Like carry that stuff with them. So maybe not even then. So it would need to be like a special circumstance for that to happen. So that you would actually go for it. Also, I think they're somewhat expensive, so I don't know if anyone actually goes and buys them outside of the army, Yeah. And I think they also somewhat manufacture them. So, but yeah, so far we've done what promised. So we did some amateur measurings. Maybe you can even see the wood sticking up there on the plot.
And there is one near me.
There's actually one near Elina, so that's I think front left corner of the main building is what Elina's almost sitting on. But yeah, like I mentioned in the earlier one, in the building permit, you have to be 7 meters from the start of the plot. So that's why we could get this. Like the first measure was easy because we know that the neighbors are on that 7 meter mark. So that was the easy part. But then everything else was a struggle.
Yeah.
I think it was 200 euros for them to come in and do the measures. So compared to that price, I think as long as they are even close, because like I mentioned, they don't need to be accurate. They just need to be in the same sort of half a meter radius. So the tolerances are quite a lot here. So let's hope they are within those tolerances. Because that would mean that we then successfully save 200 euros, which can be spent in like many other things. Because I know there's like unlimited amount of things that we will need to start paying for during this construction. So every dollar or euro saved is towards everything else down the line. So yeah, that was a good stream so far. I don't think there's much else we have to do here today, at least.
No, we were thinking of carrying those rocks.
Yeah, there's some rocks that we could carry, but again, I don't know if we need to, because we will have some machines on the plot, so we could have the machines do the heavy lifting. Yeah. So we'll break our backs a bit later, not in the first 5 streams. I think this might be like our 10th stream, like overall.
Might be, yeah.
Something like that. 10th or maybe 11th. I haven't been doing like a proper calculation.
Like 2 without me.
Yeah, I'm starting out there. I
Yeah.
think maybe 2 or 3 without Elina at the start of it when I was at my parents doing their caravan.
Yeah. At this streams fixing the caravan.
Yeah.
Then the cozy fireplace, no fireplace, but
Yeah, I think there's been like 10 or so. I remember I think it was 2 weeks ago that it was like the 8th stream. I think there's been like 3 since, so this might be the 11th.
Yeah.
11th stream.
Because you had one game.
Yeah, I was playing House Flipper one evening. Yeah. And I might even like continue that, but I don't know which evening, because right now the evenings are quite filled with sending emails back and forth, asking for offers on this and offers for that. So there's quite a lot of activities in the evening time. But we'll see. But also, like I mentioned, the next stream I think we'll be doing the baking, I guess. It's not cooking so much as it's baking. But the Karelian pies we would be doing on Monday. Because the next week I'm not sure if we'll be on the plot or when we'll be on the plot, because the excavation I think will be coming not next week but the week after that. And I don't know if there's much we can do here.
And you might be at your parents' place.
Yeah, so there's also the thing that, like I mentioned, we have this, my father has this Avant work machine, which you might have seen on the previous streams. I was driving it around at my parents' place.
The one with rats.
Yeah, with the steering wheel squeaking like a rat, so that's the Avant machine.
Oh, we do have a rat with us.
Elina also wants to bring out the rat we have with us. Hello. You need to start making them short YouTube videos where you showcase your work. That seems to be something that people really like on social. Yeah, I think the key to that is to first of all clip them from this Twitch channel. So what I've been also like putting on Instagram and stuff though, so there's been like some clips already, but I definitely need to do that on YouTube as well, so YouTube Shorts. Okay, nice. Taking out the rat, you can show the chat. So there's an IKEA rat. So that's the rat. Elina's made it a shirt. So that's a plushy rat we bring along. There's plenty of them. There's like more than this one, but this one is the main character of them.
The oldest one.
So every one of them now has a sweater, but this one is the first rat we had. So that's the mascot of the stream. But yeah, so I think the pipeline would be that when we're streaming, if there's like funny stuff happening or like advances and stuff, we would do the clips from Twitch, and then those clips can be put on like TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts. Yeah. So I think that's like the way people like organically like advance or improve, or how do you say, like get ahead in these, like get more people watching and finding these things. Because I think the hardest part, for example, in YouTube, I do have it streaming on YouTube side at the moment as well. So it is dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube, but I have the chat only here in Twitch side, because I think the chat is better on Twitch. And mainly it's on YouTube side because the Twitch VODs only last for a week or so. I think it's like 2 weeks if you're an affiliate, but only a week if you're like just starting out. And on YouTube, I don't think there's like an expiration date, since you can upload videos there and they last forever. So that's why I'm multi-streaming on YouTube side as well, so we don't lose any of these. Because the whole point of this thing is to document the progress. So if we ever like dig up a pipe somewhere, we have a general understanding of where it could be if we just check back on the videos. So that's the goal of mine here, is to document the process. And while we're documenting, might as well stream it, since if I were just filming it, recording it somewhere, it would either require a lot of like storage space, streaming it somewhere and holding that space, or then uploading it immediately somewhere else. So now I don't have to have the backups. I could still have the backups, but currently I don't have the backups anyway, since they're on the YouTube side. So if it ever comes to the YouTube coming in and starting to remove those, then I need to come up with a place to store them in. But for now they are only stored for a longer time in YouTube. So that's where they will hopefully last for all eternity. But we'll see. It could also depend on at some point maybe YouTube also starts counting on how much of a expense it is for them to have the videos. So at some point they might also start but I don't know, it depends, because the whole service of YouTube is having the videos in there, so it could be interesting if you had some limits on how long they're up there. But Twitch just recently decreased the amount of highlight videos you can save. So there's like a 100-hour
Yeah.
limit right now. I think before it was, I think it might have been like unlimited or at least close to it. So I know there's a lot of like complaints and gripe about that change that Twitch made. But I think for Twitch they are like VODs and stuff are rarely like watched enough for it to make sense for them. So it's only for like the creators to have them like a backup. So it's understandable from Twitch's side. But then again, it's of course understandable from the creator's side that it's not a nice thing that they change it. But yeah, I guess we could start wrapping it up.
Do we have someone to raid?
Yeah, I was gonna check if we have anyone to raid, because last time, I think it was last Friday, I checked and I had like a gazillion notifications on my phone. And I was like, there's no one to raid, no one that I watched to raid. And then afterwards I know that there actually was. CC was streaming that I could have raided. But let's see if there's anyone I watch currently live outside of myself. I don't think there is, unfortunately. Maybe this time for real. Let's see, am I saying it correct? I want to double check so that I don't do the same thing again where I'm like, I don't know who to raid and then just, escape with another person still being online. But yeah, I don't think any one of those people that I generally watch are live.
Oh, there are like 11 watching, so we would have a nice raid.
Yeah, if you have anyone, if you chatters, if you have any suggestions on who to raid, you can always suggest, as we are trying to find people. The chat phone is not helping me trying to look at my own phone.
It's like, no, look at me.
Don't look at me. But yeah, I don't think any one of those people that I commonly watch are alive.
No, they're not.
Unfortunately. But yeah, it's I think most people are, I don't know, maybe not most people, but I know some people are, celebrating Easter, so
That's true.
so it could be that there won't be that many streams during this weekend. But we'll see.
Maybe
If you have any.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we can just wrap it up. It's not a thing that we need to worry about. Because it's also like, for me, the raiding is a bit hard because, I have all this gear here. So if I were to raid somewhere, I would need to start like packing it up. So whenever I raid, it's like I'm also missing the first parts of it. So it's a bit hard. So I need to come up with a solution to that. I think mostly the solution would be to either like start watching the stream that we're about to raid beforehand, so that I'll be there like before you guys are there. Because with the delay I mentioned earlier, like the 3-second delay, it's like hard to aim it so that I arrive there at the same time as you, unless I'm watching my own stream. But then with like all of these machines everywhere here, so trying to then start packing it up, I would need to always like raid and run. But I guess that's okay in most settings. But yeah, I guess we'll be wrapping it up for today. I think again, like I mentioned before, I think I actually even sent the exclamation mark Discord here on the chat. So I have the schedule so far. It has been on up to date only in the Discord side. Right now, let's see if that's there. Let's see. I was typing it like a boomer with only my finger.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this the Discord. So if you want to keep up with the schedule, so when we'll be streaming, that's there's like a separate channel for where I will be posting those up. I think the next stream will be Monday. So next Monday around maybe 10 a.m. our time. So like 4.5 hours earlier than what the time is right now for you guys. So that's when it will be starting. And I think we're assuming something like 3 hours on Monday around 1 p.m. would be the ending time, hopefully, if we get it done by then. So that would be our next. But again, I don't know what's the next stream on the plot, because I think the next one here would be with the excavator. But we'll see when that happens and how much of that can be streamed. I of course have to ask the guy whether it's okay to film it. But even then, I think I will take you guys like on the end of the, like of the back end of the plot, and then like to film it towards here so that you guys can see the excavator work. But even then, I'm contemplating whether or not I should have the microphone on me or if it should be on the camera there, because if I have to talk with the machine driver guy and stuff, so it might be like, I would have to keep it muted so much. So I was thinking maybe I will only have the mic from the camera, so that you would be hearing like the sound of the machine, and then I would could come back to you guys and talk to you guys when the machine is working. So because I don't know how much I have to be like next to it. So we'll see. But that's in the future. I think maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. But yeah, I guess that's all for today. Thank you guys for all the follows and for the chatting. It has been an active chat, which has been a nice one. It has been a blessing again. But yeah.